John Nicholson. Can you hear me, John?
Unmuted. No, I can hear you. You can hear me. Hi. Listen, thanks very much indeed for asking me along to speak. I'm John Nicholson, Scottish National Party frontbencher. I'm spokesperson for culture, and I also sit on the select committee as well. And what strikes me listening to all of this is how much of this we knew before Brexit. Because on a previous select committee, I heard representatives from all the sectors coming up before us and predicting that Brexit would result in some of these disasters. And so the government has walked into this because it hasn't prioritised the industry. We recently had Caroline Denneage, the minister before us in the select committee, who told us in one of these theatrical phrases that politicians like, that she's straining every sinew to resolve this. And so I asked her which of the 27 countries that we now have to negotiate with separately, the British government was currently in negotiations with. And the answer was not a single country. So if that's her straining, I would hate to see her when she wasn't straining. I raised this issue today in the House of Commons in a question to the Culture Secretary and suggested that he spent less time engaging in culture wars over issues like statues, slaver statues, and trying to bully museums and galleries into what they display, and focus on this issue, because it's not the fault of the European Union. We know they wanted to resolve this. It is the fault of the UK government, and that's why we're in this position. And it's a tragedy, because one of our greatest exports, everybody said it all day today, is from the cultural sector. It's music, arts, it's fashion. We're famous for it. So the government's got to drop the zealotry. And I'm sorry, I'm being directly political about this, but the government has got to drop the zealotry, the obsession with free movement and preventing free movement. And it's got to get artists, musicians, and others in this sector moving again. And the only way that can happen, I think, is for us to apply maximum pressure all the time on the government over this issue. And you know what? I think Brexiteers like Sir Bernard there are really very embarrassed about this, because they told us before Brexit that we would hold all the cards, there'd be free movement, there'd be no problems. And what they really hate is the fact that those of us who oppose Brexit have been shown to be right over this. So I think maybe the Brexiteer MPs might be our secret weapon in all of this, out of embarrassment, as well as passion for the arts.
John Nicholson MP, thank you very much.
Also, can I just say thank you to you guys? Thank you to you guys as well for organising this. You know, because it's been an amazing day. You know, I know that I know how much work you've all put into this, and it's heartrending, some of the witness statements that we've heard on the committee and some of the communications that I get from many people in this sector. Following on from COVID, this is just so awful, and I really am very upset about it for you.
Thank you, Ian. And of course, thank you to everyone at Carry On Touring. As Ian said earlier, this week, no, we're not going to shut up until it is sorted.